G'day, this is Contradiction Tuesday, and every Tuesday we're going to go through one contradiction in the Bible. And yes, there are certainly quite a lot of them. If I just do this, there's 439 of these things, and people say that we can't depend on the Bible, we can't believe the Bible because of these contradictions. And I want to go through them one at a time. And yeah, so my name is Craig, this is Morning Star Quest, and this is our journey, or your journey, through the Bible, one question at a time. And every Tuesday, it's basically one contradiction at a time. And this is my friend Cosmo.
Hey everyone, it's great to be here with you on Contradiction Tuesday. I'm Cosmo, and together we'll explore these supposed contradictions. Today, we'll dive into one of them and see if it truly challenges our faith. Don't forget to subscribe and join us each week as we journey through the Bible, one question at a time. So Craig, which contradiction are we tackling today?
And just before, don't forget you can join the crew. I've got wallpapers, posters and more in there. Some things I've just done. You're not going to find them anywhere else. And maybe I'll go through them one day. But
if you'd like to support us further, you can also buy us a coffee. Thanks in advance for your support. Now let's dive into today's contradiction. Craig, which one are we looking at?
All right, well, we've got here number 6. Now, I'm just going to highlight this. Sorry, I'm just going to fix this. So, no, it's not going to work. But
no worries, Craig. Take your time to get everything set up. I'm here whenever you're ready to continue with contradiction number 6.
No, we're all good. So, we've gone through these other 5, but we're up to now how were Abijam and Asa related. So basically these were both kings. There was King Abijam, and I mean it says Abijam here. In different versions of the Bible it's Abijah or Abijam and Asa. So Abijah, same name. But
got it, Craig. To clarify for everyone, Abijam or Abijah and Asa were both kings in Judah. The supposed contradiction often comes from confusion about their relationship. Let's dive into the Bible verses that mention these kings to see what they say.
All right,
Would you like to start with a specific verse or passage?
Yes, I do. 1 Kings 15, verse 8. Can you just read that off to us in King James Version, please?
Sure thing, Craig. Here's 1 Kings 15, verse 8 in the King James Version. And Abijam slept with his fathers, and they buried him in the city of David, and Asa his son reigned in his stead.
Okay, so Asa is Abijah's son. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. According to 1 Kings 15, 8, Asa is the son of Abijam, or Abijah. Cool,
all right. So next we have 1 Kings 15, verses 1 to 2. So this is from the same place, but verses 1 to 2.
Sure, here are 1 Kings 15, verse 1 to 2 in the King James Version. Now in the 18th year of King Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, reigned Ahijam over Judah. 3 years reigned he in Jerusalem. And his mother's name was Maachah, the daughter of Abishalom.
Okay. So the mother of Abijam is Maachah. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. According to 1 Kings 15:2, Abijam's mother is Maachah, the daughter of Abishalom.
Okay. So then in 1 Kings 15, can you read out verses 9 to 10, please?
Certainly, Craig. Here are 1 Kings 15, verse 9-10 in the King James Version. And in the 20th year of Jeroboam, king of Israel, reigned Asa over Judah. And 41 years reigned he in Jerusalem. And his mother's name was Maachah, the daughter of Abishalom.
Now, this is interesting because we've just heard that
Yes, it is interesting because these verses say that Asa's mother is Maachah, the daughter of Abishalom. This seems to suggest that both Abijam and Asa have the same mother, Maachah, which might be confusing given that Maachah is referred to as both Asa's and Abijam's mother.
Yet one is the son of. So, this is getting confused. All right. And it is confusing, and the thing I find really...
it seems to suggest that...
I find it the confusing part is that in 1 Kings 15, from 1 to verse 10, is it? So in 10 verses, it flops in just one verse, one group of verses. So that, to me, is obviously very confusing, and I would guess that everybody would be going, well, what is the Bible talking about here? Can I even believe the Bible if it's flipping and flopping and all that sort of stuff? So now, one thing this list does not say, and where is it? Abijah's mother? No. Who were Abijam and Asa's? How were they related? It gives us the 3 verses, and they're all from 1 Kings. But I want to complicate this more and add one more verse that doesn't change anything. It probably even makes it even more confusing. 2 Chronicles 13, verses 1 and 2. Can you read those out, please? Hey, Cosmo, are you there? No. All right, let's try again. Hey, Cosmo, can you read 2 Chronicles 13, 1 to 2 for us, please?
Of course, Craig. Here are 2 Chronicles 13, 1 to 2 in the King James Version. Now, in the 18th year of King Jeroboam, began Abijah to reign over Judah. He reigned 3 years in Jerusalem. His mother's name also was Micaiah, the daughter of Uriel of Gibeah.
That everything, I've added this one, and it's made it even more complicated, but I want to just make this simple, and once you see this, you'll be so surprised. This is basically the family tree from King David right down to Abijah and King Asa. Now, I find this so interesting, and it all comes down to one question.
It is quite fascinating, Craig. These genealogical details can seem confusing at first, but they often reveal deeper insights once we piece them together. So, what's the key takeaway or surprise that simplifies this contradiction for us?
Well, before I do, I gave you a list of what this description of this this picture that I'm looking at the moment with the lineage of King David. You've got the explanation of that?
Yes, I have the detailed description of the genealogical chart centered around King David that you provided earlier.
Right. So from King David, obviously we've got King David. Now on this, we've got King David, but then we've got Bathsheba, whose son is Solomon, and we all know Solomon. But also he was married to many wives, and obviously that's not a good thing, but he was also married to Maacah, which gets confused because there's 2 Maacahs and then there's 2 Tamars. But I think, without going over the history of all of this...
Yes, it can get quite confusing with multiple people having the same names. So, King David had a wife named Maacah, who was the mother of Absalom and Tamar. Solomon, David's son, was also involved in many marriages, but when it comes to the lineage in question, we have King David married Maacah, the mother of Absalom and Tamar. King David also had a son, Solomon, with Bathsheba. Solomon's son is Rehoboam, and his grandson is Abijah, or Abijam. Maacah, the mother of Abijah, or Abijam, might be a different Maacah, or it could be a title used for influential women. The Maacah referred to as Asa's mother might actually be his grandmother, given her significant role and title.
To unravel all of this, because...
And this means that while Maacah is referred to as Asa's mother in some...
Hang on, don't go too far. Abijah's mother is Maacah, and Asa's mother is Maacah, and in one verse it says that Abijah his mother is Maacah, who is the son of Absalom, and it kind of jumps Tamar and Uriel, and then Asa says also that his mother is Maacah, son of Absalom, daughter of Absalom, and again it just gets confusing and they seem to jump, and then the one that I put in there, 2 Chronicles, seems to just I think it's Abijah, or is it Asa, Maacah, and then it talks about Uriel of Gibeah, and it's all getting messy. But okay, Cosmo, in the biblical term, or in biblical times, in Hebrew, what is the term for mother? Are you there? Oh, he's gone again. Hello. Oh, I guess he doesn't like me waffling on. Hang on. All right, Cosmo. In biblical times, in biblical Hebrew, what is the term for mother?
In Hebraic, termum famu em.
Sorry, can you... Did you just say that in Hebrew? Can you say that in English, but what people of biblical times would say mother?
In biblical times, people would refer to a mother as em.
Okay. And in biblical Hebrew, how would they say grandmother?
In biblical Hebrew, a grandmother is referred to as sevta, safta.
Yeah, but in biblical times, when this was written, because that's a modern term.
In biblical Hebrew, the term for grandmother isn't explicitly used in the Bible. Instead, a grandmother might still be referred to as em, meaning mother, within the context of her familial role. This is part of why there can be some confusion in genealogical records.
So, yeah, modern times, I think you can say Hebrew is softer. That's the modern way of saying it. But at the time this was written, it basically was straightforward that you would just say mother, and I guess the more important thing is the lineage that they're trying to, like Abijah's mother is Maachah, who is the the daughter of
Exactly.
Absalom.
In biblical times, they would often use the term mother, em, to refer to both a mother and a grandmother, especially when emphasizing lineage and significant roles within the family. So, Mia being referred to as Asa's mother in some texts likely highlights her important position, even if she was actually...
I've got an idea. All right, can you read 1 Kings 15, 1, verses 1, right through all of the verses up until 10? And we'll just mark off how this all works and how sometimes it's mother, but other times it's grandmother. So just go through those verses. So verses 1 right through to verse 10, please.
Sure, Craig. Here are 1 Kings 15, 1 to 10 in the King James Version.
Okay.
Now in the 18th year of King Jeroboam the son of Nebat reigned Abijam over Judah. 3 years reigned he in Jerusalem. And his mother's name was Maachah, the daughter of Abishalom. And he walked in all the sins of his father, which he had done before him. And his heart was not perfect with the Lord his God, as the heart of David his father. Nevertheless, for David's sake, did the Lord his God give him a lamp in Jerusalem, to set up his son after him, and to establish Jerusalem. Because David did that which was right in the eyes of the Lord, and turned not aside from anything that he commanded him all the days of his life, save only in the matter of Uriah the Hittite. And there was war between Rehoboam and Jeroboam all the days of his life. Now the rest of the acts of Abijam, and all that he did, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Judah? And there was war between Abijam and Jeroboam. And Abijam slept with his fathers, and they buried him in the city of David. And Asa his son reigned in his stead. And in the 20th year of Jeroboam king of Israel, reigned Asa over Judah. And 41 years reigned he in Jerusalem. And his mother's name was Maachah, the daughter of Abishalom. This passage highlights the reigns of Abijam and Asa, noting their lineage, and emphasizing Maachah's role in the family.
And you can see when mother is literally mother, and then other times when mother is in context grandmother. And can you go 2 Chronicles, because it obviously mentions it's there, 2 Chronicles 13 verses 1 and 2, and then this should just all make sense.
Sure, Craig. Here are 2 Chronicles 13 verse 1-2 in the King James Version. Now in the 18th year of King Jeroboam began Abijah to reign over Judah. He reigned 3 years in Jerusalem. His mother's name also was Micaiah, the daughter of Uriel of Gibeah. So this passage refers to Abijah's mother as Micaiah, the daughter...
Oh, no, he's gone, but that's all right. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Poor Cosmo, he's kind of getting a bit glitched out there. But you can see that everything still fits. And one thing I get or don't get is that if this doesn't match, then is this really going to affect your believing of the Bible? And I know there are, let me just go back to here. I know there's so many different contradictions in the Bible. I've gone through, this is number 6. So far, they're just falling and they're just, well, they're not as they seem. They're not a contradiction. But even if this is, are you really going to stop reading the Bible? Because the important thing is Jesus. And when it comes to Jesus in history, there is no contradiction. He did live. He has come to put himself in our place on the cross and to give his life for us so that we can have eternal life and his grace. Go do something awesome for God, and we'll catch you in the next one. And I would love to see you in the next one over here. There's another contradiction that we're going to go through. Is it a contradiction or is it not? Does it matter? Catch you later.